Let's do an interview with Legoboy12345678 or Legoboy Productions. Legoboy Productions is well known across all of YouTube's LEGO community and also all over Flickr's LEGO community. He has over 30,000 subscribers and over 20 million video views, also leading in at 2 million channel views. This great LEGO YouTuber has 3 other partnered YouTube channels. He has Legoboy Fan, he has Legoboy Vlogs, and he also has Legoboy Alt. So please enjoy this awesome interview. Hey guys, I'm back with another interview, and today I have the honor with having the great Legoboy12345678, or David, as most of you guys know him as. And as you could probably guess from the title, this is another interview, and hopefully this one will be a little bit more high-tech from my last one, which was like a camera and a tripod, which was kind of bad, but you know, it was a long time ago. So how are you, David?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Pretty good. Yeah, so I'm gonna, you pretty much know how interviews go.
Yeah, I got an idea.
Alright, so my very first question is, when did you start?
I started July 2008.
Alright, whenever you started, did you start with Lego Star Wars?
Well, what do you mean when you start? Because start YouTube or start actually collecting Legos?
Like start like Legos.
Oh, okay. I want to say I started in around 2004, and I know it sounds really lame for a guy who collects Star Wars now, but I was scared of Star Wars. When I was a little kid, I always be scared of like blood and stuff, and Star Wars kind of like scary with the aliens and stuff. I was like 7. I never really liked it, and it wasn't until like 2007, 2008 that my friend kind of introduced me into the movies, and then I was already into Lego City at the time, so I kind of grown into Star Wars, and then from when the new Clone Wars sets came out in 2008, or the gunship came out in the summer of 2008, that really led me into Star Wars, and from there on I started my YouTube channel. And yeah, so I did start with Lego City in 2004. I used to love Lego City. I would get it all and stuff like that. But now it's all Star Wars and custom creations and all kinds of cool stuff.
Wow. Nowadays, like present time, do you collect any other Lego lines besides Star Wars?
The occasional Harry Potter set, or well, actually, I recently actually bought the entire Alien Conquest line. I really thought it was a good theme because of the parts, and the vehicles actually looked quite good. I guess the Space Police line was also really good. That I actually got all the sets from that too. Really any sci-fi theme, any kind of movie or sci-fi theme. But when I say movie, I more of a sci-fi movie. Like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean. I guess I got like 2 of those sets. Nothing like Cars or any of those movies. No animated movies like Toy Story. I don't like any of those sets. But usually any kind of sci-fi Lego theme. Of course, Star Wars.
What made you want to start reviewing Legos, like whenever you started your channel?
Yeah, that's a good one. It was 2287 Sally. I think that's his username. He's been a reviewer since like 2007, and when I started I was looking at pizza movies a lot because I loved his brick films and stuff. I know it was kind of lame, but I used to love looking at his brick films, and one of the related videos was a Lego Star Wars review. So I looked at the review and I was like, hey, I got all these Star Wars sets. Maybe I should start reviewing them. So then I put up a review. I got a lot of good feedback about my review. Of course, I was a little kid, so I didn't get that many fans. So like 1 or 2 good feedbacks was like a lot to me. But now it's like hundreds of feedback. So nothing like the old days, but yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever think that you'd get this far to over 30,000?
No, when I first started YouTube, I was begging for 100 subscribers. Um, I had a jawbreaker drop because I went from 200 subscribers in December 2008 to January 2009. From that month, I actually gained an entire 1,000 subscribers. That's when I really got that popularity and people started looking at my videos. It's because I was the first to review the entire new Lego Star Wars line of 2009, winter 2009. That's what really started off my channel. Nobody knew me before then.
Next I'm going to start talking about, well, like this next question is like about your other channels. This one's about your vlog channel. Like, what made you want to start doing vlogs?
Well, since I had a giant success on the Lego Boy fan channel with weekly updates, and people are always begging me to upload more updates and stuff of what happening, people were looking at my Flickr and saw that I was putting out new stuff, new photos almost every day, and so they wanted a video version of that, basically. So the vlog channel was the answer to having more updates, more rapid updates, and showing you more stuff faster than just a weekly update. And it proved a ginormous success with getting 3,000 subscribers, 200,000 video views, partnership, all in 1 month.
Wow, that's amazing.
Biggest success I've ever had here on YouTube.
Yeah, and also a big success that you have is your other channels. They're all partnered. They all have thousands of subscribers. How do you feel about those?
You know, it's it's insane because now I have 20 million total upload views on my main channel, and combined I have, of all four channels now, combined it's like 40 million views. It's just insane. I have like 13 million on the fan channel. It's just it's a feeling you can't describe, basically.
And it really does show loyalty in the subscribers too.
Yeah.
With the other channels. This one is about, another thing that you do besides Lego reviews. When did you start getting into the customs and the mock building?
Customs and mock building. I want to say that was the summer of 2009. I made my first mock. It was with 2x4 bricks. And everybody said it was amazing, so it was like this first really crappy 2x4 mock, 2x4 brick mock. And I had a lot of success, and I grown from that. I built the buildings out of 2x4 bricks. Then the next step was adding plants. Then I found out there was better techniques with the 2x4 bricks, and I looked at more different types of bricks and better base plates and so on. And then it just kept on growing over the past 2 years until now, where I'm building professional Lego models. The bricks are built from the side angle. It's a different way of looking at Lego. So my skill from basic 2x4 bricks to building bricks, not even equivalent to actually stacking bricks on bricks. It's actually just bricks on the side, and actually using tiles and all kinds of different elements that Lego offers. So it's just showing how my mocks have gone from pieces of crap to really pieces of art now.
What about your custom making?
I'm actually really good at decal application. I'm not the best at designing decals, but I'm pretty good at customizing Lego clone troopers. I've never attempted really at just a random Lego figure like an Iron Man or any other kind of theme. It's always just been Star Wars that I've attempted to custom figures at. But that's about it.
Yeah, and then you were like one of the very first big Lego channels that actually was like showing how to use the Brasso and the water slides.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of people really enjoy that video. I had a lot of great feedback when I posted that tutorial. And it's a decent tutorial, just how to do the basics of water slide decals. I didn't really go anything really advanced. But I think if I did go into advanced, I think a lot more people will like that. But I did get a good amount of feedback from that video, and I was really shocked that I actually looked that up and actually found out I was the first to put a tutorial on that. I guess people were, I don't know why people didn't post a tutorial long ago about that. I guess I was just lucky to get it first.
It seemed like a very requested video by all the fans out there.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lot of people asking how I did water slide decals, and I was sick of the personal messages, and so I just put the video out there. Everybody was happy. I was happy, and I got good feedback. So everybody seemed to like it.
Um, do you have any role models on YouTube that showed you? Or I think you kind of answered this earlier, but do you want to touch up on that a little bit?
Well, as I said, in 2008, Pizza Movies was the role model who made me start my YouTube channel because, actually, no, actually, my friend, his name's Tim, he showed me the very first Lego brick film I ever saw was by Forest Fire 101. He showed me this Lego Batman film. I thought it was hilarious, absolutely hilarious. Me and him watched it, well, all of his videos for like 3 hours. I had to go home. When I got home, I immediately got on my mom's computer, and we had PCs back then. So they were pieces of crap, so they load all day. But I immediately went on YouTube, and I searched Forest Fire, kept watching his videos, and then I saw a Star Wars brick film, and it was by Pizza Movies. Clicked that, and I absolutely laughed my butt off. I thought it was so cool. And that's where I branched off into the Star Wars brick films with Pizza Movies, and then eventually from there I found Spaghetti Stew, and then I just love Spaghetti Stew from 2008 to early 2009. Then when he released Alone with the Dark, I fell in love with him even more. But then after he discontinued some Argentine Nights or something like that, then I was kind of disappointed, and then then I looked at other people's videos and it kind of branched off from there.
Wow. This isn't one I wrote down, but this is one that I was thinking of. Where did you get your name?
My name? Lego Boy?
Yeah.
Oh. That's a good one. It was July. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was July, and I always thought of the name Lego Boy, and then I was thinking of numbers, because Lego Boy, I wanted to just do Lego Boy as the username, but then it said it wasn't available, so then I had to add numbers to it. So I was like, what numbers? I was like, well, I don't like a favorite number, because if I put 13, then people think I'm 13. So now, why not all the numbers, except for 9?
Oh.
So I did that, and it was just random.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, I was just boredom. And I was 11, actually 10, when I came up with that name, so can't blame the guy for trying.
Yeah, we all have, a lot of YouTubers have a lot of funny names, so.
Yeah. Like Spaghetti.
Yeah, and Pizza Movies.
Pizza Movies, yeah.
Here's another one that might be a little hard to answer. It's how many sets do you think you have in all?
I can actually tell you a real number. Give me a second. I know the amount, the price amount, if you want to know that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sets. Here we go. I own 402 sets, and the value, well, retail value, a lot of my sets now are discontinued because they were 2008, and I'm actually really got a big collection of the 1989 sets. So technically, this number I'm going to give you is not the correct number, but retail value, if I bought all the sets I have for what they were retailed as, I would have spent $11,805.
Yeah, that's a pretty big number.
Oh,
Um,
everybody's watching the webcam. I'm playing with a little Lego Chrome figure.
Very nice.
Yes.
Here's another one. Do you have any other hobbies besides Lego?
Yes, and that is a huge tech person. So everything Apple, iPhone, MacBook, iPad. I love watching reviews, looking at how Macs are made. Anything Apple, I love to study it, break it down, look at it, the features, how's it work. Love that kind of stuff. I'm huge in film and photography with the Apple computers as well. So that's my side hobby. So anything tech related with Apple computers or anything Apple products, I would know about it. I know every little detail about it. Uh, yeah,
Interesting. Here's another one that might
kind
be
of
a
nerd.
little hard.
Hmm?
How do you deal with all the haters?
That's a good one. Well, I'm not gonna say I definitely ignore them all, but usually I ignore. Let's just say I ignore at least 50%. The other 50%, I usually like try to fight back and say, "What the crap?" Because usually the haters don't honestly have a reason to hate. Usually people hate me because of their jealousy. The only way to show their jealousy is to put like a hate comment down. And that is, dude, you have so many clones. You're such a rich, filthy brat. Or something within those kind of guidelines, I guess. It could be different now. But usually I'll come back saying, well, dude, I make a lot of money from these videos or something, some kind of comeback. Usually I'll reply to it. Normally I'll just ignore it, but for the most part I'll reply and get angry at them for saying something stupid that is stupid actually. But that's kind of how I deal with my hate comments. Not necessarily the best way to deal with it. Usually you should just completely ignore it, but I just like to prove them wrong, I guess.
Yeah, it probably really depends on
Just
like
makes
what
you feel
mood
better.
you're in.
But
What mood you're in at the time that you see that.
yeah, if you're like in a, I don't feel like dealing with it, blah, blah, or, you know what, I really don't want to take this. I'm going to reply and make him look like an idiot. But, normally I'll try to ignore the hate. Yeah, but I don't get as much as I used to, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of, since I've gotten a lot more professional at what I do, and the term professional, I actually can use it now since I make money from the videos. The term professional means you actually make money or a job. Um, that's what I read from the dictionary actually. So if you want to hate on that, you can actually look at that up yourself and actually what it says. So yeah.
Yeah. This is probably like a facepalm question, but where do you buy most of your Lego sets, like now?
Well, not necessarily buy, but more or less Bricklink is a giant place I like to buy. Toys R Us, Bricklink, and then I do a lot of trading with people on Flickr, I guess. And then when I went to Brick Fair, usually any convention, Brick Fair, Brick Magic, Brick World, uh, they sell sets for absolutely cheap prices, so that's where I'll get like a lot of sets.
Yeah. You got like a lot of those 1999 Naboo stuff.
Correct. Yeah, I got a lot there for like they were selling it for retail price basically, what you would buy it at 1999 for.
Oh. Here's like a few questions about your upcoming animations.
Yeah, sure.
Um, Landings on Nadium. Do you want to tell us like a little bit about that one?
Well, I can say that it is behind on schedule. I got the I got the story done and everything. It's gonna be a part one, part two kind of thing. So whenever I release it, it'll just be part one. Part one's not even halfway done. The CGI animation that I have for it, that I'm having a friend work for me with, or work with me on it. He's kind of behind on the CGI animation, so that's not necessarily going well. In the brick filming, I've been swamped, and I really haven't been able to really film the beginning sequence. I've gotten some middle sequences done. Honestly, that's really in the rough cut stage. It's not doing as it's not in the process that it should be right now because of what happened at the end of August where my account got hacked, and actually before that when I had those video rights and such happened in August. That really put me behind schedule on my brick filming because that entire month of August was meant and dedicated to brick filming, and basically all of the incidences that happened during August pretty much ruined all my time. And now that I'm in high school, it just I don't have any time with homework and tests to study and such. All I have is maybe Saturday because Sunday I have to study. And then I want to see my friends, of course, go hang out with them for the day. So Saturday, half the day of Saturday, I just basically have the brick film. And then, honestly, now that half day Saturday is just to upload videos because I can't even upload videos in the middle of the week. It's that hard. So, yeah, honestly, the brick filming of Millenniums on Nadium really is behind schedule, and I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, especially this year. It's definitely going to be a 2012 release for sure, unless I rush it. And if I rushed it, basically, if I try to get it done before 2012, it's going to just turn out like another the 181st Legion, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, the more time is like the better outcome, I guess.
Yeah.
So all you people out there that want it to come sooner, be patient because it's gonna be like well worth the wait.
Yeah, the CGI and the brick filming that I have done that I didn't show in the trailer, it looks phenomenal. I think everybody's going to enjoy it when they finally see it, whenever that comes to the date. But yeah.
Here's another question about like your mock building and stuff. After you're done with the mock and then you deconstruct it, what do you do with the pieces from that mock?
Well, usually the pieces are stored in buckets or such, and then they go to the next mocks. So, for example, what's a good example? Let's just say if anybody remembers the Battle of Ossus, which is on my alt channel, it was re-uploaded after the channel was hacked, and then I got it back. Battle of Ossus, all those parts, they were put to part of my, I basically broke all the parts down, put it in buckets and such, sorted it, and then that went, half of it actually, the plates and such went to my new Alexander, which was greatly appreciated. I had a lot of great comments from that. Probably one of my favorite and best buildings I've ever made. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just gets reused down the line, basically.
Yeah. I really like the new Alexander mock. That was a really good job.
Yeah, thanks.
This is my last question for this interview, and who is some of your favorite friends here on YouTube and Flickr?
Well, that's a good question. I'd have to say the number one best friend I have on YouTube is and Flickr has got to be Michael MJF Ross. Even though me and him actually had like a fitty fight kind of thing, and we didn't talk to each other for like 4 months in 2009. We didn't talk to each other for like 4 months. Then we kind of like got back together. That sounds so gay, but we kind of started talking to each other again, and then we got more friends and on Flickr and such, and then we started talking together again on Skype, and then by 2008 and 2010, 2011, me and him just basically became really good friends over Flickr, Minecraft, YouTube, and he's got to be my number one guy. And because I've actually met him now, I've met him in real life 2 times. I'm going to see him again in January of 2012 at Brick Fair, Alabama. I'm going to see him again. I'm going to actually take a trip down to Florida again for Legoland sometime in the spring. So I'll see him a couple more times. His family's great. I know his entire family now. He is a really awesome guy. I think he deserves even more subscribers than I do because he is really awesome. And what he does, his customs are awesome as well. Uh, Basically, Ross is a really good friend of mine. Second, he isn't on as much. Tommy's forever. He is the very first person who introduced me to Skype in 2008. He doesn't do anything Lego or anything, but I still talk to him occasionally. I talked to him for at least a year after I got popular on YouTube, and then he kind of vanished, and I think he's in college now. He was kind of like a good friend of mine. Third, I'd have to say, it kind of goes down the line. I don't really have like a third favorite or fourth. All I can say is name a couple people like JPO 1997, Flaming Baby 735. Groove Breaks is now a really good friend of mine. Of course, Victor Eclipse Graphics. He's a great friend. Basically, I'm making a lot of new friends now with my business. Will Chapman's a good friend of mine now, owner of Brick Arms. I have a lot of friends down the line now, so it basically continues, and I'm not going to go on all day saying that, but definitely Ross has got to be my favorite, and Victor, Times Forever, they've got to be my tops, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone could have guessed that with everything all the collaborative stuff that you did with all those people.
Yeah, they're really great people. They're definitely not somebody that would do something behind your back or something, and I wouldn't do the same to them either. So they're really great people.
Yeah, I know a few of those people, and then yeah, they're really cool people. So guys, that concludes this interview with the almighty Legoboy 123456778 or David Hall,
Or
and
Legoboy Productions now. Actually, I'm trying to dread the name Legoboy 1 through 8, going for Legoboy Productions.
Legoboy Productions TM, baby.
There you go. And actually, that's a good thing. I'm actually gonna spend the $300 to get official trademark now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, have you been questioned about that at all? Like, the TM in your name?
Yeah. The TM has a lot of question now. Like, is it a real trademark? And yes, it is. It's a real trademark now. I've actually spent $375 with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to actually get that a real trademark. So, and that goes for the next year. So it is official trademark now. It wasn't at first when I introduced it a year ago, but now after August it is now. So if Lego wanted to go after me for using Lego Boy, I'm not going to get into this, but I have my rights and they have their rights, and I don't think I can get in trouble now that I have my official trademark.
Yeah, so thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, man.
And this is a really great video. It's probably going to be nice. I hope a lot of people like it, and I bet they will.
Yeah.
And
all right.
yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video.